Da-dum, da-dum. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Gracia. Is that you? Is that your name? Gracia,
Hi,
right?
teacher.
Hi, Diana. How you doing? How you doing, everybody? What's up, as they say, informally? How's it going? Wagwan. Is anyone there? Ta-dum. Can anyone hear me? No, I'm not hearing anyone. Everyone is being a little bit shy today. All by myself. Don't want to be all by myself. All right. How's everyone's Friday going? Everything okay? Question. You can hear me, right? Everybody can hear me? You can hear me? Can you hear me or not?
Yes, teacher.
Fantastic. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Is everybody ready to practice a bit of English? I am. I'm ready to practice. So I'd like to do what we normally do, and we can make a little breakout room. Make some breakout rooms. So you guys can talk a little bit. I want you to practice. The more you practice speaking, the more you get better. So every little helps. Where was I? I was on my Facebook today, and I posted something. If you're not in it, you should get in the group because it's awesome. So awesome. I post all the best stuff that is on Facebook. Yeah, 7th of August today. Let's have a look here. Everyone feeling motivated, or is everyone like, oh no, not English. Not English, we don't like it. Only kidding, everybody likes. Everyone who, if you want to learn something, you have to like it. If you don't like it, it's going to be very difficult to learn something you don't like, because it's all about motivation. Everything comes down to motivation. Right, we got people waiting here. Let's get them in here, and let's have a quick share of my screen. Yeah, you can see this. This is the VIP English support group, guys. You're welcome to join it. Somebody else is waiting here. Okay, we got some new people this week, so welcome, guys. If this is your first time, welcome. I am Ben English, and my job is to help you to speak English and motivate you. So I'm teaching you skills. And I'm also teaching you, well, I'm not teaching you, but I'm motivating you. Grecia, you are most welcome to join. And as we can see here, some mathematics here. If you do 1.00 times 365, so that's 365 days, you get 1. Nothing changes. But if you put one little bit of effort, just a tiny little bit of effort, in 365 days, you get 37. So there's a little bit of mathematics to demonstrate how a little bit of effort actually does create results. If that's 0.01, but over the whole year creates 37. So you're 37 times better than if you didn't do anything. So if you imagine that's the same with English, if you practice English for 20 minutes every day, it's not even, I don't think 10, what's 1%? What's 1% of 24 hours? 24 minutes, right? I think, more or less, probably not. No, it's like in minutes. Well, I don't teach maths, so I'm not going to try and work it out. But can anyone tell me how many minutes in a day? You have 60 times 24. Can anyone do that for me? 60 times 24 before I do it. 60 times 20, 6 times 2, 120, 1,200, 4 times 60, 60, 120, 240. So 1,460, more or less. So if you have to do about, all you have to do is about 1,400, it's about 40 minutes a day. If you do 40 minutes a day, you'll be 37 times better, 37 times better than you would be if you didn't do any work every day. So yeah, 37 times better than you are now. I mean, that's a lot better. So this is the point, guys, that you need to put a little bit of effort, not much, just a little bit, but every day. Small. This is the key thing here, consistent. Consistent. What does consistent mean? That means doing something regularly, doing it frequently, not giving up. You don't give up. You don't say, nah, today I'm going to do it. Every day I'm going to do it. I personally do 10 press-ups, exercise. I try and do 10 press-ups every day. It's very minimal, but it still is good for my body. So yeah, join the group, VIP English support, and I post things here to help you keep you motivated. This is a really cool article here about your accents. If you don't have a good accent, then people don't believe you. They won't trust you. If I speak like this and like am I like a proper teacher? No, I'm not a proper teacher because I don't speak properly, right? If your teacher speaks like that, then you're not going to believe them, are you? But if they speak properly with a nice accent, well, you're more likely to trust them. So good. Thank you, Diana, for joining. I'm more than happy for you guys to be in the group. Do you agree, guys? Those who know many languages live as many lives as the languages they speak, which is a Czech proverb. Czech from the Czech Republic. Czech, pronounced Czech. And it's a proverb. So that means kind of some meaning, some wisdom, some intelligence. Do you agree? Give us a, there we got Giselle. If you agree, give us a thumbs up. You can do it on the Zoom. You can go a little pointer and you say, yeah, I agree. Hello, everybody. So everybody's feeling a little bit timid today, a little bit shy. Nobody feels particularly like speaking. Okay, but we're gonna do some breakout rooms. So yeah, if you haven't already, do this. I'll read this poem as well because this is from this week, so you didn't see this. We didn't talk about this last week. Let me just read this poem to you because it's nice. Dust if you must. Dust if you must, but wouldn't it be better to paint a picture or write a letter? Bake a cake or plant a seed. Ponder the difference between want and need. Dust if you must, but there's not much time, with rivers to swim and mountains to climb, music to hear and books to read, friends to cherish and life to lead. Cherish means to love. If you cherish your friends, it means you love them. Dust if you must, but the world's out there. Eric, thank you, man. I appreciate all the likes. Dust if you must, but the world's out there. With the sun in your eyes, the wind in your hair. A flutter of snow, a shower of rain. This day will not come around again. Dust if you must, but bear in mind, old age will come and it's not kind. And when you go, and go you must, you yourself will make more dust. So, isn't that nice poem? You can see here the rhyming of English. Better, letter. Seed, need. Time, climb. Read, lead. There, air. Rain, again. Mind, kind. Must, dust. Okay, so that's a nice poem about life. Basically saying to dust is to clean. When you get the dust on the, when you're dusting, it means the dust, the polvo, yeah, the dust when you're cleaning on the top, you get a lot of dust. And when you die, what happens to your body? Well, it disintegrates and becomes into dust. So you become dust as well. So instead of cleaning, is what it's saying, why don't you do something more enjoyable with life? Stop cleaning and start having more fun. That's what it's saying. Okay, so yeah, please join the VIP English support group and yeah, check out the stuff I post. It's motivation or it's a little bit of a help for you. So, okay, question guys. Question of the day, and I'm going to break you out into little rooms and I want you to talk a little bit, not for a lot, but maybe for 10, 15 minutes. Why are you learning English? Or, yeah, if not, what do you like about learning languages? Okay, because sometimes English is, we need English, but it's not our favorite language. I like Spanish. Spanish is awesome. Muy bueno. Francés es bonito también. French is beautiful. But you have to like it. You have to like something to be motivated to pursue it. This could take 2 more years, guys. 2 or 3 more years until you're fluid in English. So you have to like it to continue to be motivated. So I'm going to try and split you up into groups and I want you to answer these questions. So I hope you will start talking. I'm hoping this is your time to practice, guys. Remember, it's a muscle. Your mouth is a muscle and English uses different movements. So you do need to practice it, even if it's broken English. Yeah. First, you need to speak bad English in order to improve your English. If you don't speak any English, you cannot improve it. So that's the same for anything in life. You have to do it first in order to improve it. Otherwise, it's just an idea. It never takes form. It never becomes a reality. So here we go, guys. I'm going to move you into different groups. If I can. I thought I could. Hold on. I think I have to stop sharing. I'm going to put you into breakout rooms. Okay, so 2 rooms. I want you to answer those 2 questions. I'm going to be joining you. Please join the rooms. Please join the room if you can. I'm going to be in the rooms as well, joining you. You have to click, guys. You have to be present. Hi, guys. Are your microphones working or not? Do you feel like speaking today, or it's just like?
Yes, it is. It is working.
Woohoo! Gisela, welcome to the breakout room. How are you?
Thank you.
Fantastic. Grecia, you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, okay. So do you guys want to take turns about 30, 1 minute each? You can introduce yourself. Hello, my name's Ben. I'm from Cusco or whatever. And I want to learn English because ba, 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 ba. Yeah? Or I like learning languages because ba, 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 ba. Yeah? This is your chance to speak. If your microphone isn't working, Renzo, is that Renzo? I'm not sure if that's Renzo or who I'm talking to exactly. You can change your name if it's not your account, but you just have to listen. Eric, Gisela, gracias. I know Cielo is a little bit timid, but please start talking. This is your time to practice, guys. Great time to practice. I'm going to the other room. Hey, guys. Are you talking?
Hi.
Or hi?
No, no yet.
No, it does. It takes time. You have to. Oh God, one week, no English. Oh, thinking in English, difficult, no? But this is maybe we can do it at the end, maybe, and you feel more confident. Maybe we do it at the end after you listen to more English. Sometimes you need to listen in order to feel like you're ready to practice speaking.
I can start.
Yeah, you've got confidence, Anna. I like that. I like confidence. So
I'm not confident, but well, I like English because it's necessary to travel, even to read academic articles.
Mhm.
And also, I think that knowing another language gives you a facility, like a facility to meet other people and other cultures.
It facilitates.
Facilities.
It's similar. It's very similar, but it facilitates.
Facilitate.
Yeah.
Facility. Okay.
Facilitates.
Facilitates.
Yeah. There you go. It's similar, or it's a possibility. No, it's possible. Mm-hmm.
And I like that many good movies and series and songs are in English. So is that no? It's what is the I don't know. Is that why I like to learn English?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It facilitates friendships. Is what you're saying, no?
Yes.
Facilitate.
Facilidad. I
Or
but
easily.
in English.
It does sound like facile.
Easy.
Like easy.
No, not like facile. It's like no. I have to say in another way.
No, you want to say it creates the opportunity. It means we can be friends. Yeah, it's the same.
The opportunity to meet another people and other cultures.
Yeah, other people. It's plural. Other people. Other people, because another is singular, one person. Another person.
Okay.
Other people.
Others, other people, other culture.
Good. That's why you like English. What about any learning languages?
I don't know how to say that in English because I have to think quickly, but it's like you say before, when you learn another language,
Mm-hmm.
you have another personality, I think.
Yeah, was that on the that was on my page, right? Like you live another life.
Yes, because when I think in English, I'm more polite. I'm more polite person, but when I speak in Spanish, for example, I'm like more sarcastic. But in English, I'm polite and I don't know. It's different. It's kind of different.
Yeah, I like that. It's because I guess you're not as comfortable with the language than, I mean, using humor and sarcasm in another language is quite difficult. It's probably one of the most difficult skills to get. So not having that is going to be like against your normal personality. So that's quite a conflict internally, internal conflict, a struggle that you have to adapt to, which you may never have experienced if you never learned English. So that's, yeah, cool. Good. Anybody else? I'm going to go to the other room and make sure they're talking. Keep going, guys. You're, yeah, with a few more minutes, guys, I want to give you as much opportunity to speak. Ian, have you got it? Who have we got here? We've got Nino de Guzman. Is that Renzo? Ian, no? You've got Ian, Mauricio. You guys talking or not? If not, we'll come back. I can understand some people are a little bit, it's their first class and they're a little bit shy and it's not easy to speak. But I'm going to leave you and I'll come back to the other room, okay? Hopefully nobody does. If not, Diana, write to me and I'll stop this room thing, okay? If nobody's talking.
Okay.
Silence. Okay, we're going to stop the breakout rooms, guys. We're going to come back together, all of us together. Okay, guys, I understand. It's okay. It's not easy to speak English, not easy to speak another language. Some of you guys are new to the 21-day course and you need to have some practice, and it's all about confidence, and the practice will give you the confidence you need. So don't worry too much. Let's think of it like, let's think of it like we're all babies again, okay? And when we were babies, we used to listen to our parents speaking, and we couldn't speak, we just listened. So if you want to learn to speak English, you need to do lots of listening. That's the secret. That is the real secret there. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. So we got from here, why are you learning English, or what do you like about it? Here are some of the answers we got. So it facilitates friendships and understanding of other cultures. So you're seeing a new perspective. That's an interesting thing, like to make new friends. Everybody likes having friends, right? Friends are good people. Enemies, we don't want enemies, but we want friends. It could facilitate enemies, I suppose, but more likely it's going to facilitate friends. If you can speak the same language, then you're not going to have a breakdown in communication, and that does create enemies. So better understanding of other cultures is a good thing. It's a positive thing, I think, anyway. More understanding in the world, then I think we can live in peace, more peace. Now, this one is the really good one. This one is what makes English really useful, like basically kind of easy to learn. You've got movies, series, and music. A lot is in English. Some of the best stuff. So I don't know what you want to call it, but you can call it the movie method if you want. If you want to improve, please, 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 just do as much listening as possible. This is really going to help you. Listening is the first step to speaking. I don't know anybody who started speaking without listening first. In fact, when I speak French, okay, je parle français, but when I don't practice French, I kind of lose it as well. I lose French and I forget French. So it's normal to forget words because you don't use them. The best way for me to practice and remember my French for speaking is to do listening. So that means going online and listening to French television. It really helps me to remember words. because that's the problem. Usually we forget words. That's what happens when you don't practice the language. We forget the words we need. So when you listen, you do listening and you hear in the context. And the movie method's great because you have the visual context as well. Like you can see what's going on. Situational comedies, yeah, like Friends, or I don't know, another one. I don't know, maybe you guys have got some suggestions. I mean, I think Friends is a great one. Very situational, very informal, some humor in there, sarcasm, so you can hear the tone and the way English is spoken. Oh, really? You know, The Big Bang Theory. These are all absolutely fantastic ways of improving your English, honestly. You're lucky because English has a lot of movie series and music to practice with. Right now, I'm watching, what was it called? Breaking Bad. I'm watching Breaking Bad again. I think it's pretty cool. It's all on Netflix, guys. But The Simpsons is a good one as well. You already know The Simpsons. Or Harry Potter is a good one as well. You already know the story. When you already know the story, it helps because you already know what's kind of going on. So you already know like the story. So you can relax and just start to listen and enjoy listening to the actors in their original voices. Harry Potter's a great one. You can't go wrong with Harry Potter. Lord of the Rings is a good one as well. You've probably seen these films in Spanish, so watch them again in English with English subtitles. Really, challenge. It's a challenge, but that's what's life about. But that is what life is about. It's not supposed to be easy. You got to think you'll figure it out. At the end of the day, you will figure it out. That means you will understand it eventually. One day it will become clear to you and you will feel great. You will be super happy. But you must commit to, I call it, let's call it the movie method. It's really, really powerful. And the best thing, it's kind of free, right? It's not really, you don't have to pay for it. You have to pay for a subscription to Netflix. But you really want to do as much listening as possible. It's going to give you more vocabulary. It's going to help you with your listening skills. And the practice will give you confidence. Yeah, remember that. Practice equals confidence. That's what you want. You want confidence to be able to speak it. So the more you practice, the more confidence you get. Okay, so other language as well. It's also another way of thinking. It's like a different perspective. And perspective is very powerful, really. A new perspective on life. A new perspective on life can be very, very powerful. Imagine just sometime in your life, somebody gave you an idea or they said something to you and they changed your mind. That's what perspective is. That's giving you a new way to look at life. And that can be very powerful. That can change your life, totally. Just a little grammar here thing. We got other people. This is a common error. Let me just copy this over. Does anyone have anything else to add? This is your chance to say something. Of why are you learning English? Anybody else want to say something?
To read.
To what? To read, no? To read, right?
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, I know this is, in your case, this is always about the latest news, the latest scientific discoveries, and in your industry, in your professional development. Okay. Also, reading is good exercise for your brain. It helps with your memory. It helps you to keep your brain young so that you don't have dementia when you're older. So yeah, lots of benefits of reading. Now, reading is more difficult, I think, than watching a movie. I think watching a movie is higher on the dopamine level. You get more dopamine from sitting back and watching a movie. It's relaxing with your popcorn and your Coca-Cola. Reading is more difficult. However, reading is the fastest way to learn something. We can read faster than you can speak and listen. People, I think it's like 60 words a minute, more or less, or between 60 to 90 words per minute that you can speak. I think it's more or less. Words per minute is for speaking or for listening in that case, but you can read something like 300 to 400 words per minute. So reading equals faster learning. That's just that's a little tip there, guys. If you want to learn faster, then reading is the fastest way. We just simply cannot speak faster. Okay, cool. So a typical issue here that came up is this very typical, very common problem of another versus other. Okay, another is singular, other is plural. Okay, so for example, I saw many other people in the plaza. Okay, I saw only one other, which basically means another. I saw only another person, one other. You want to stress it, you're trying to stress it because it means one other. I only saw, I prefer that. I saw only one other person. I only saw one other person. I saw only one other person. Which you could also say, I saw another person. This is the only, just emphasis on the only one. Is only, just emphasis. But if you're talking about singular, then it's another person. It's plural, people. Another example. I have another example for you. I have many other examples for you. Okay, so another, singular, other, plural. All good? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? Okay. So, where are 12, I think, with me, 12 people. So, yeah, what we're going to do today, guys. Anyone want? Should we spin the reel or should we go straight into the news? Did anyone see the news this week? Has anyone seen what happened in Lebanon? Does anyone know where Lebanon is? And what happened? Can anyone tell me? Does anyone know where in Lebanon?
Oh, an explosion?
Yeah. Terrible explosion. Terrible. Why? Do you know why?
No, I don't.
Chemicals. I'm going to give you a fact. I am English. I am a quarter Lebanese. my grandmother was from Lebanon. And she met my grandfather when my grandfather was working for the British military in what was Palestine, and now it's Israel. But yeah, this is Lebanon, right? In Lebanon, they speak 3 languages perfectly. Everybody speaks 3 languages. They speak Arabic, they speak English, and they speak French. They are very intelligent people, However, it is a corrupt country, and it has problems based on where it is located. It has Syria as a neighbor, Israel is a neighbor. So these are Muslims and these are Jews and they are Christians. If you live in Cusco, did you know that the El Cristo Blanco, the White Christ, was donated by Palestine, which was before Israel. It was called Palestine, and when the Ottoman Empire failed, it crashed and burned. A lot of people from this area, they took a boat from Beirut and they came to Marseille in France here, down the south here in Marseille. And then they took a boat from Marseille down here, off the Strait of Gibraltar. And they came all the way down to Buenos Aires here. And when they arrived here, they walked all the way up here to Cusco. And the people in Cusco were very welcoming, and they said, okay, come, no problem. And so to say thank you for this, they donated the Cristo Blanco in Cusco. This comes from Palestinians. So anyway, this is the big news of the week, a terrible explosion. If you haven't already seen it, let's watch it. It's a very sad story. I was in Lebanon last year. Here it is. Was I going to do this video? I don't think I was going to do this. Okay, we're going to look at BBC News and maybe read the article, but did anybody else see this? This is quite upsetting, I would say. Just try and find what I was looking for. It was corruption, basically. The reason they didn't have they didn't, this is the problem about politics and corruption, is that if I have an important job and I give it to you because you're my friend and not because you have the technical abilities, well, that is corruption. You should not have the job because you are my friend. You need to have the job because you have the abilities to do that job. If you didn't see it, this could be quite upsetting. This is the moment. You see that? Crazy. Crazy, huge explosion.
I live on the 11th floor and the glass flash. I heard like 2 big explosions. I felt the building was going down. I was trying to hide. I am bleeding a little bit from my teeth. I'm okay though. And this took me back in the memory to 2006 when Israel was bombing Lebanon, and the bombed an area near me, and I thought I'm gonna die. I just had the same feeling today. Everyone dropped to the ground, and I remember opening my eyes and looking at the ground and just seeing a dust and a bunch of rubble just floating in the mall that we were in. And then all of a sudden glass breaking, and then the alarm of
a war alarm going off. The mall had a, glass in the storefronts. All of it broke, and there was blood on the floor, probably from the shattered glass that hit them. There was a lady outside that when we left the mall, when we evacuated the mall, she was in the parking lot under, and the pressure under in the parking lot was much more than the open sky where we were. And apparently she was flown meters, from the shockwave. And yeah, people had to drag her out. It was, intense.
Well, basically, I was in a car, in a taxi cab. Suddenly, I lost my hearing. Apparently, I was too close. So I lost my hearing for a few seconds. I knew something was wrong. And then suddenly the glass just shattered all over the car.
لن يمر من دون حساب. سيدفع المثل.
Okay, so as you can see, that the Lebanese are quite competent with English. They can speak English, and they speak Arabic as well. So yeah, Lebanon. My family is from Lebanon, so for me it's a little bit sad to see this. Why don't we read? Was there any words there? If there's any vocabulary that you didn't know, there was things like shattered. I like that word, shatter. That means to break apart violently. If you drop your glass or your mug, it shatter. So baff, like that. So let's read a bit of this article. And taking on the suggestion of last week, I'm going to let you guys read it. Those who want to read, who want to speak, who are feeling a little bit brave. I'll read the title: Beirut explosion. UN warns of Lebanon humanitarian crisis. Okay. So let's see. Diana, do you want to do the first sentence? You want to read it?
That UN agencies have warned of a humanitarian crisis in Lebanon after Tuesday, devastating blast in Beirut.
Yeah, okay, cool. So let's just work on this word here, agencies. This is the sound here we need to work on, agencies. Can you repeat it, Diana?
Okay, agencies.
Yeah, so this is the j sound as well, this agencies. Good. Now here we've got this Tuesday, and then we've got the z sound. Tuesdays. Yeah, exactly. Tuesdays. Now the Britannica in British, we say Tuesday, con la ch. We in Americano, want to say Tuesday, and Britannica is using Tuesday. So let me just go and show that here, if I can. I think you're right, Diana. This is good. It's better that you read it so I can check on your pronunciation. But yeah, so it sounds like Tuesday, British, and the Americans say Tuesday. If that helps. That's the pronunciation. It's not spelled like that at all. But yeah, British, Tuesday. American, Tuesday. Tuesday. Good. Devastating blast in Beirut. Cool. I like that. Do you want to do the next one as well, Diana?
Okay. Lebanon was already suffering a major economic downturn before the explosion, which left at least 104 people dead.
Well, it's 154.
Okay, yes, and 5,000 injured and 300,000 homeless.
Oof, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's very sad. 300,000 people without a home. That's just terrible. This word here, homeless, we see it very often. If you follow my blog, my Instagram, I have a post about lus. So this lus, what does this lus mean?
Without?
Yeah, it means without, exactly. Very good, yeah. Can you think of any other words with less other than that? The example was homeless, no? So if you're homeless, you are without a home, right? Here's another one for you. Priceless, without a price. You can't put a price on it. It's priceless.
Free.
Flawless, without any imperfection. Yeah. So if in the future you come across a new word that has lus in it at the end, well, then you can kind of guess that it means without. At least half of the word means without. It's about you have to guess the words. Eventually, as an intermediate student, you need to start guessing. Okay, and this word here, 154, 154. Okay, where am I? Numbers, right? 154. Now, I write it like that because it's just how it sounds, but it's 154. Do you hear that? I don't say, this is, let me just make sure that you understand that this is the pronunciation, not how it's written. This is how it's written, 154. But if you listen to me, I'm just going to say 154, 154. I'm not going to say 154 because that would mean that I want to emphasize the 54. I'm trying to emphasize the 54. But usually we reduce it. So, and it's the melody is how English sounds. 154, 154. It's not 154. No, it's 154, right? You sing it, you sing English. Cool. Eric. By the way, what does the UN mean? What is that? What is UN?
United Nations.
Excellent. And what is this kind of a word? Do you know what kind of a word this is?
No.
It's an acronym. Yeah. It's an acronym. Which is quite common, obviously, in English. Acronym. I think in Spanish, también, you get it a lot. Yeah. So the
We are
UN.
not watching your screen.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I forgot. UN is the United Nations. ASAP. Does anyone know what ASAP is? ASAP. As soon as possible. NATO. I'm not exactly sure what NATO is. It's like the North American Allegiance or something. I'm not actually sure. But yeah. Good. Okay. So that's it's a way to shorten it. Let's keep going. Eric?
Okay. The World Food Programme said the damage to Beirut's port would interrupt food supplies and push prices up. The World Health Organization said the health system was seriously damaged, with 3 hospitals out of action.
Wow. So just to good, everything seemed good. Just the melody again here. It's just that you want to have a little bit of a pause, a small pause between here. A pause, yeah. So the World Food Programme, this tiny little pause. It's not the World Food Programme, it's the World Food Programme. There's a little pause there to make it more obvious. The World Food Programme said the damage to Beirut's port would interrupt food supplies and push prices up. The World Health Organization said the health system was seriously damaged, with 3 hospitals out of action. Now, this one's interesting. Program is the British spelling. So the Americans, they will write it like this. Program. And the British write it like that. Spain. Same pronunciation, but different spelling. Anybody want to volunteer next? Who's feeling brave? Anybody else want to read?
May I?
Yeah, who's that?
Well, I'm Jose, but the name in the
Nuria.
user. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Jose, thank you. Do you want to do these two?
Okay. Meanwhile, Lebanese President Michael Aoun rejected calls for an international investigation into the explosion and said local authorities would examine where it was triggered by external interference, such as a bomb. The leader of the militant Hezbollah movement, Hassan Nasrallah, also denied allegation that it had stored weapons or ammunition at the port.
Great, thank you, Jose. Your connection is a little bit difficult to hear, unfortunately. Problems with the internet, but it seemed pretty good. Just here, triggered. Triggered. Is that this is tri? It's not try. It's triggered. So let me read it to you guys. Meanwhile, Lebanese President Michel Aoun, I guess I don't know how to say that, rejected. Yes, that's rejected because we finished with the t, so it's tid, rejected. Calls for an international investigation into the explosion and said local authorities would examine whether it was triggered by external interference, such as a bomb. The leader of the militant Hezbollah movement, Hassan Nasrallah, also denied allegations that it had stored weapons or ammunition. Ammunition is non-countable. It's not ammunitions, no S. At the port. Fantastic, guys. Any new vocabulary there, or did you understand it, right? You think, are you understanding that? Is it comprehensible? Or are you thinking, I don't understand anything? It's okay. You can write in the chat, guys, by the way. If you can't speak, please use the chat. Yeah?
Sorry, Ben. Trigger. What does trigger?
Trigger. So think of a gun. When you have a gun, you have a trigger. That's the thing that sets off the explosion. It's the trigger. So I've got a gun and I pull the trigger. Now that's the noun, that's the thing, right? Now this is the verb. So you can use it as a verb. English is very flexible. So you can use things that are nouns. You can also use them as verbs. So very quickly, I'll just show you on the internet what a trigger is as an image of a gun. Let me show you. Share my screen. Share my screen. So this is the trigger. That's the trigger. That's what you pull in order to release the bullet. Yeah? So if you think about it in the context here, something triggered the explosion. Something set it off. Something started this bomb. So instead of saying to start the bomb, you could say to trigger it, to make it happen. So let's go here. Trigger. As a noun, as a thing, it's what you pull to fire a gun, right? The verb is what is what starts something, what triggers it, what sets it off. That's the trigger. So let's have a look at them. So I like the lighter style of trigger for my gun, for my AK-47. Okay, type of gun. In the verb, I was so angry with him that it triggered a moment of rage. Another example. The COVID-19 crisis triggered an economic disaster, right? To start something, to set it off, to trigger. Yeah? Past, triggered.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah? So it's a good one. This is English. There's a lot of words in English that are nouns, and they are also verbs. Very flexible. I call it English flexibility. Nouns can also be verbs without any change to the word. Like it doesn't need to change like the spelling or anything. Cool. So I was in an Airbnb around about here. I stayed in Lebanon in 2019. I was in an Airbnb here. So I was next to this ticking time bomb. Let's keep going. This is good. Have we got any other volunteers? Anyone feeling brave? Speak now or forever hold your peace. If not, we're going to go back to Diana. But let's just. Anybody else? 5. Diana, it's all yours.
Okay. The government has said the blast was the result of the detonation at 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate that had been stored unsafely at the port for 6 years. The decision to keep so much explosive material in a warehouse near the city center has been met with disbelief and fury by many Lebanese who have long accused the political elite of corruption, neglect and mismanagement.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Similar situation in Peru, no? Corruption, neglect, mismanagement.
Neglect is negligencia.
Yeah, similar. I think it must be palabra Latino or something, Latin word. So yeah, very similar to Spanish. I don't care. I neglect it. Another example, I don't know. Many children are neglected by their parents, unfortunately. Or many schools neglect students. Yeah, let's see here. So the government has said, has said the blast was the result of the detonation. I think that's probably similar, detonation. Is that Spanish? So this is of, yeah, not off. So it's got that, let's just compare these two. Yeah, you got off versus of. Okay. Off is with the f. Aire, solo aire. And this one is with the v of. Subtle. 2,750. Siempre al final, los dos últimos, it's the last two ones. We put the and here. But again, it's reduced. It's reducido. It's reduced. You don't hear it very much. Go back to numbers. Right? What was it? 2000, 700. You don't have to pronounce it a lot. It's just like It's like a soft sound. 200. It is and. It's supposed to be and, but you don't hear it like that. And 50. Okay. 50. Let's compare 50 compared to 15. Okay, it's different. This is a common problem. 50 is with the stress al inicio at the beginning. 50 and 15. It's got the stress. The stress is at the second syllable. But yeah, 2,750 tons, right? Tons. I think that's, again, a British spelling versus the American one. It's another opportunity to look at a little bit of spelling. Okay, British again, British ton, American ton. You see that? The British kind of add, the Americans make it more simple. This is the BBC, so it's the British Broadcasting Corporation. Is another acronym for you. Let's do the BBC instead. BBC is the British Broadcasting, and broadcasting means to signal, put out information. Corporation. That's what it means. Yeah. Tons of ammonium. Ni. This is nitrate. Ni. Not ni. Ni, not. Ni. Like high. Nitrate. Can you repeat it, Diana? I like it when I hear you. Nitrate.
Nitrate?
Yeah, so that's ni. That had been stored unsafely at the port for 6 years. So when I was in Lebanon, it was there. The decision to keep so much explosive material in a warehouse near the city centre is another example of the British spelling. Yeah, centre. Like that. It's not that important, but I do want to show you that there are differences between the spelling. Yeah, US, UK. Comes from the French centre. It's a French word. Has been met with disbelief and fury. What's fury? It's kind of similar to Spanish, no? Furiosos. Fury, anger. People are angry by many Lebanese. So somebody who's from Lebanon is Lebanese. Somebody from China is Chinese. So we got that ease. Who have long accused the political elite of corruption, neglect, and mismanagement. Questions? If not, Eric. Eric?
Okay. How bad is the humanitarian situation? Before Tuesday's explosion, 75% of Lebanese were in need of aid. 33 had lost their jobs, and 1 million people were living below the poverty line.
Yeah, well done, mate. And I love your British pronunciation of Tuesday. Very good. Very, very good. So, let's keep going. Keep going, Eric.
WFP spokeswoman Elizabeth Byrne told reporters in Geneva that the organization was concerned the severe damage to Beirut's port, the largest in the country, could limit the flow of food supplies and push prices beyond the reach of many.
Is that you? Sorry, is that you with that noise? Like, hey, hey. Is that your phone? Is it, or something? Yeah.
The notifications were on.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that was really weird. I was like, I thought we were going to be hacked again. Okay. So the largest in the country could limit the flow of food supplies and push prices beyond the reach of many. Okay, so this is the problem here. What do we see here? This is all their grain. What is grain? Can you give me an example of grain?
Yeah, like cereals.
Yeah, yeah. Quinoa, kiwicha, whatever. I don't know. Trigo. Wow, in English it would be wheat. Wheat. Yeah, these are all kind of grains. So there's unfortunately the where they keep the food was next to the explosion. So there's a lot of food which is now being destroyed. And if we look at the country of Lebanon, like I was saying, this is their enemies. They have enemies here in Syria. There are enemies. We know there's a war in Syria right now. And Israel is also their enemies. So the only way for them to get food into the country is by the sea. And so if their port has been destroyed, severe damage to Beirut's port. It could limit the flow of food supplies and push prices beyond the reach of many. Too far, out of reach, which is going to be more of a crisis if people can't eat, obviously. Who's next? Jose, right?
Right. Okay. The WFP was sending 5,000 food parcels that would be enough to feed a family of five for a month, and was planning to import wheat, flour, and grains, she said. Christian Lindmeier of the uh, World Health Organization,
Yep.
meanwhile, warned that Lebanon's hospitals were overwhelmed
Yep.
patients. Some were damaged and some non-functional, and that 500 beds that been lost.
Yeah. That's terrible, isn't it? The hospitals are destroyed. And also Lebanon, I mean, everywhere in the world we have coronavirus. So this is a terrible time for this to happen, right? To lose 500 beds. If they were in Peru, we would be in quarantine for 6 months if this happened. So yeah, overwhelmed. Ooh, is that good? Do you understand the meaning of that word? I mean, we can guess by the context, right? Christian of the WHO. You can just say WHO. People kind of know what the WHO is, but not the band, but the W, or if not the WHO, World Health Organization. Meanwhile, warned that Lebanon's hospitals were overwhelmed with patients. So what do we think that means? How can we guess the meaning? If we don't know what overwhelmed with, what do you think? Hospitals, patients, overwhelmed. 500 beds lost. Yeah, so overwhelmed means to be having too much. It's too much going on. I cannot control it. There's this kind of like what's happening now in Cusco, right? It's like in Cusco, we are seeing that an overwhelming increase of coronavirus cases, which they cannot control. So it's for this reason, we now need more quarantine because the hospitals here have been overwhelmed. Here's that word wheat. That's silencio la H, silent H, wheat. Flour. Not the flour that you give to your mummy, but the flour that you eat. Yeah. How much more have we got? There's quite a lot, but I don't know. Oh, I think we can finish it. It's not too much. I'll read a little bit. The WHO has delivered emergency trauma and surgical supply kits containing essential medicines and medical supplies, and is calling for $15 million. That's 11.5 point. That's 0.5 million to cover immediate needs and ensure continuity. To make sure, that comes from sure, ensure continuity in the response to the COVID-19 pandemic. See, this is the problem. So they're going to ensure, to make sure that there's a good response to the pandemic. Lebanon was also seeing a rise in cases of the coronavirus disease, but 17 containers of masks, gowns, and gloves shipped to Beirut by the WHO had been completely destroyed. Oh dear. Anyone know what a gown is? Quite an unusual word. Gowns. Yeah, it's the kind of the covering. Well, I guess it could be like a dress as well. Could be like a dress, but it's usually, I guess it's like protective. Was it PPE? No, PPE gowns. Yeah, these are like gowns as well. Protective gowns. So that's a word you can write down in your vocabulary list. All right, cool. Let's go back to Diana. Are you there, Diana?
Yes, the UN Refugee Agency, which normally supports Lebanon's 1 period 5 million Syrian.
That's point.
1 point. Yes, 1.5 million Syrian.
Singular, no se cambia. Sorry, yes, I'm changing it because I wanted to teach you. Okay. Oh, what have I done? What do I do? Yeah, 1.5. 1.5 million. No millions, no. When it's an adjective, you don't change it. Remember, in inglés no cambiamos los adjetivos. So in this case, it's like 1.5 million people. It's describing the number of people, so we don't change it. Sorry, all right, keep going.
Okay, said it was releasing emergency shelter materials to all those in need.
Yeah.
Many countries have offered aid to help Lebanon, with the US announcing on Friday that it planned to immediately send $15 million worth of food and medicine.
Awesome. Good. Refugee. 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 Yeah. Aid. I think it almost sounded like you put an H there, but it's aid. Aid. Okay. Eric.
What's happening with the investigation? Lebanon's president and prime minister have said the ammonium nitrate, which is commonly used as a fertilizer,
good,
but can also be made into an explosive, had been stored in a warehouse at the port without any safety precautions since 2014, when it was unloaded from an impounded cargo ship.
You're very popular, Eric.
Wait.
You have a lot of friends. They're writing to you all the time.
Right. On Wednesday,
On
Mr.
Wednesday, let's repeat that. It's only 2 syllables. Wednesday.
On Wednesday,
Mhm.
Mr. Owen promised
Promised.
a
Promised.
transparent investigation by Lebanese authorities and to hold those responsible and those who were negligent accountable and serve them the most severe punishment.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Good. So just go back to that, like Tuesday, Wednesday is worth just kind of reviewing that because it doesn't sound like Wednesday. No, it sounds like Wednesday. It is spelt like that. It sounds like when, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. So it sounds like a Z. It's not Wednesday. No, it's Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, very good. All good. Negligent. Okay, so we've got where was it? It was neglect and negligent. They're very similar words, aren't they? So you could guess. Neglect and negligent. If you see this neg, where does that word come from? Negative, right? Negative. So you can guess the meaning of some of the words. Jose?
Okay. However, calls for international investigation have grown since then. The president ruled out such a move on Friday, saying the goal behind calls for an international investigation into the port issue is to dilute the truth. He also said the government backed inquiry was looking into 3 possibilities: negligence, accident, or what he called external interference through a rocket or bomb or other act.
Yeah, that final B is silent, isn't it? Just bomb. Just cierra la boca. You just close the mouth. Bomb or other act. Okay. The president ruled out such a move on Friday, saying the goal behind calls for an international investigation into the port issue is to dilute the truth. He also said the government-backed inquiry was looking into 3 possibilities: negligence, accident, or what he called external interference through a rocket or bomb or other act. Okay, so just think of the melody. A little bit less robotica, a little bit more melody. Officials have said the explosion appears to have been triggered by a fire. So we have that word again, triggered. So it was started by a fire. And there has been no evidence so far of the 3rd possibility mentioned by Mr. Aoun. So this is the idea of this being basically a terrorist attack, isn't it? It's a terrorist attack. Okay, you see the before and then the after. What is really interesting is if you look at this boat here, can you see this boat here? Look at it now. It's on its side. It's on its side. Look at that. It's been tipped over. Just absolutely insane. Look, see? Normal, sideways. Normal, sideways. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty bad. Right, last paragraphs. Let's do 1 each. So Diana. See there, Diana?
sorry. Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, Mr. Aoun's political ally, meanwhile denied ally, meanwhile denied any responsibility for the blast, insisting that his group did not control the port and that it had stored no weapons or ammunition
It's
there.
like el estrés is am and ni. So it's ammunition.
Ammunition.
Hay doble estrés en la palabra. Ammunition.
Ammunition.
Okay,
There.
what's an ally? Ally.
I don't know.
Okay.
Ally like admit? No.
No. Hmm?
Not exactly a friend, but
Ay,
someone that
aliado.
Yeah, it's similar in Spanish. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it's not exactly a friend, but at least kind of friends. I mean, it's more probably if you're allied in the same way. I mean, you have the same beliefs, the same values. You share some sort of something that's, you know, similar. I would put. I mean, I would say the opposite of an ally is an enemy. So you could say it's a friend. Political friend, it would work. You could replace ally with friend and it would work. Next. Eric?
not a weapons cache, not a missile factory,
Not a weapons cache.
cache,
Yeah.
not a missile factory, not a single
Sorry. Missile. Isle. Missile. Missile.
Okay,
Missile. Not a missile
Not a-
factory.
not a single missile, not a single rifle, not a single bomb, not a bullet, not nitrates, nothing at all. Not now, not in the past. He declared in
Speech.
speech.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Hezbollah, which is a kind of a terrorist group who are friends with Iran. Iran here. They're denying it. I mean, it does look like it could be in, you know, it's a bit like 9/11 in New York, isn't it? It looks like a terrorist attack. But I think it was just an accident. He's saying, no, we don't have anything there. It's not us. Finally, Jose.
BBC Middle East analyst Sebastian Usher says Mr. Nasrallah denial is necessary because many Lebanese believe that it's the exact opposite. He needs to shore up his position and that of his movement, which still wields decisive power on Lebanon.
Yeah. To wield is to like hold or to have power. Like if you're carrying a sword or a gun, then you're wielding, like a weapon. Holding and using. Could be, I guess, power is like a weapon, right? But usually you hear it like he wielded a sword, a magical sword or something like that. Shore up. He needs to stabilize. If you think this is the shore of the coast, this is the shore, is the edge. So he needs to make it more stable, but that's just a metaphor for political power. It's not literally, he doesn't need to literally improve the coast. He needs to shore up his position, make it more solid, structurally solid. Okay, so that's Lebanon, guys. I want to teach you a little bit about what's going on there. For me personally, it's obviously quite relevant because, like I said, my grandmother was from Beirut. So that was where my family originally is from. And also it's an important part of Cusco's history because that area, that part of the world, donated the Cristo Blanco, que está aquí. So yeah, I think that's important. And obviously that was a tragedy. It's a real tragedy, right? About what's happened over there. Okay, so some interesting words. It's always good to read. Now, this is something I want to show you because you struggled a little bit with the name of the people, and that's normal because we don't always know how to pronounce names. But Facebook, I mean, YouTube's great because you can just type it in like Siobhan, like I'm not even sure how to spell this, but I'm trying to find this Irish word, and I'm just going to share with you again one more time. Siobhan, I think it's Siobhan, I think it's like that. Yeah, that's how you spell it. Sorry. And if you don't know how to pronounce somebody's name, you can just you can go into Google, YouTube, and you can look it up. Wow, that's weird, isn't it? The Irish. Okay, I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound right, is it? Susan. Okay, maybe that's not the best example. Maybe this one's a little bit better.
That I have this file, and Shabang has this file, and Dario has this file, and everyone in the room has this file.
Yeah, so it's Siobhan, for example. Like, if you don't know how to like say a word, like a, you can always just type it into YouTube and ask YouTube how to pronounce Huawei. 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 Yeah. Okay, guys. So yeah, the Cristo Blanco comes from Palestine, which was a neighbor of Lebanon, which was pre-Israel. So that's what's happening in the news. PPE gowns, yada yada yada. What else, guys? Let's. We got about half an hour, 20 minutes left. So I'm kind of need your help now to tell me what you need help with. Should we do some grammar? Who wants some grammar? We like grammar? Anyone struggling with anything? The present, the past, the future? Should we review it? Should we do some modals? Should we do some conditionals? Passive voice. What do you think? Or are we done for today? Do you think we've had enough? I'm just wondering. All right, if not, I prepared this for you for earlier. So we can watch this video and I want you to listen to it and I want you to think of any new vocabulary again. So a little bit more listening and we can talk about this video. The reason why I've got it here because it's about Peruvians. So I thought that was awesome. Our previous student, Mauricio, he said he liked to use TED Ed as a resource, as a way of practicing listening. So TED education, TED is an acronym again for technology, education, and design. So that's basically what TED does. It kind of was focused on technology, education, and design. But this one is TED Ed. So this is what I recommend you do. You go to the page. I'll share this. I'm going to share this now on the VIP English group. So you can access it and you can watch it again if you want. But this is a tip. This is a tip, you know, a technique, a tool to improve your English. I'm just going to share that now, guys, with you guys. Okay, go to the page. Click here, following. You might have to like it, and follow it. And when you click here, follow it. In your news feed, click see first. see first, okay? And you can have notifications. I don't really like notifications, but I'm happy to see it first. What's this going to do for me? Every time I click home, I will see this video. Every day they have a little video of 4 minutes long. It's not very long. Every day. And it's educational. It's interesting, right? And we're going to have a look at it now. Another one I do really like, again, is the BBC Learning English. Honestly, I do think BBC Learning English is a great resource for you to follow. Again, same thing. I've snoozed it because I was a bit bored of it. But yeah, like for example, this one, I like this. 5 alternatives to yes. Okay, yes is obviously overused. We use it all the time. Yes, it is. So let's look at some alternatives. You can say, go on then. Go on then. I'll babysit for you this evening. Or would you like a cup of tea? Yeah, go on then. Go on then. A little bit more formal would be if you insist. Like, oh, really? If you insist, it's like you're kind of pushing me to do something. I'm like, okay, if you're insisting. Another glass of wine, if you insist. So you're saying yes, basically. Absolutely can also be a kind of a strong yes. Am I a Kardashian fan? Absolutely. Works for me. Yeah, so you're agreeing with it, right? You want to finish the report while I update the spreadsheets? Works for me. So yes. Or I'm in. Are you in? Free drinks after work? I'm in. Yes, please. Yeah. 5 alternatives to yes. This is really good information. This is really, really good stuff. The classic one, what's the difference between lie and lay? Pretty advanced. Okay, do you see what I'm saying, guys? Yeah, you're saying how you can use social media as a way to improve your English because it's going to be in front of you every day. You just watch it. Just watch it. Don't think too much. Just enjoy it. Enjoy like listening to English. You don't need to be too. You don't have to be like too attentive. You just need to like listen to it with attention. I mean, you don't have to have a book and be studying and write everything down. You just pay attention. Ways to say you are sad, for example, I feel blue, I'm fed up, I'm feeling down, or I'm down in the dumps. Well, that's really sad. I'm down in the dumps. Yeah. I feel blue is quite common, but yeah. And this one's cool because look, you can listen to it as well. I'm fed up. You see how that fed up is segunda? I'm feeling down. Obviously, you can hear it in the tone of her voice as well. She obviously sounds sad. But yeah, what you need to do then, guys, you go here and go following, and in your news feed, see first. I don't like the notifications because I get annoyed with the notifications. But make sure it's in your feed. So if I do that now, and if I click here, and what am I going to see? Well, I've got BBC News. So that's another one. If you want, you can have BBC News. Okay, but I've got BBC Learning English. Now BBC Learning English. Okay. And now I see my friends one. So before I see all my friends who are talking about Ronaldo, I don't care about Ronaldo. Just snored. Oh, just scored, sorry. Yeah, I don't care about that. That's not going to add value to my life. What's going to add value is being up to date with the news, in my case, or for having, if I was learning English, I mean, I follow it just to inspire me, to give me ideas of how I can help you guys. But the key thing is to change the settings. And if you can do the same for my page as well, that's cool because I share stuff. I'm always sharing things like useful tips. Same thing for the group. Change your settings, guys. It's a really useful way to use social media as a tool help you improve every day, because it is the practice that is going to help you reach your goals. So it's becoming smart about it. It's so you like it. Oh, I don't even like my own page. I'm going to like my own page. Okay, now following it, I'm going to go click see first. Okay, what do? That's me in a suit. These days I just wear alpaca. But yeah, I'm sharing things, or I did a video the other day. Learners are leaders, guys. I'm writing things in English. Okay, it's true. If you're a learner, you become a leader because you have something to give to other people. You have the opportunity to help others. So you are leaders because you're already learning. If you learn English, then you can become a leader because you can teach English. Yeah? I've also got this free course for basic students. So if you know anybody who needs to, thank you, Diana, who wants to learn English, right now I have this free course as well. So I'm giving that away for free for the basic English. In my point of view, you can learn the basic English by yourself, okay? It's basic, it's simple, it's not complicated, that's the point. And now in intermediate, you need to have a little bit more. You need to learn, you need to have a teacher. It definitely helps. That's how you're going to accelerate your learning, okay? But I am teaching you two things, skills, and I'm trying to motivate you, yeah? That's what my job is to do. Okay, now what are those kind of skills? Well, obviously English itself is a skill, but I also want to make you think critically. Thinking critically is important. Other skills like debating, okay, it's an important skill. Defending your ideas, presentation skills are really important. So I want to challenge those who haven't done this yet. This is a video Elizabeth, who was another student, she did this. And if you do this, I will also analyze your English. Okay, there's some problems obviously with her English, but that's the point, right? That's how you learn. I can help you to improve your English. Send me the video. If you haven't done that yet, send me the video. And even as a reward, so as an incentive, because again, remember, my job is to motivate you, okay? I'm gonna give you the free 20 minutes of a phone call, okay? You'll speak to me one-on-one, uno a uno. If you do that and you allow me to make that video as well, I will give you 20 minutes of my time one-on-one. Eric, you need to organize your time to do that because you've done it. But I want you to do that. If you haven't done it, si no han hecho eso todavía, if you haven't done a video talking about yourself with your camera, very easy, in English, I want you to be comfortable about talking about yourself. That's a very basic skill. At least you can talk about yourself and sharing your story. What is your story? What are your struggles? How did you overcome them? You guys are now intermediate students. You had to overcome, it must have been difficult. I remember when I was learning Spanish, no entendí nada. It was like blah 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 blah, and I was like, oh my goodness me. No. And it was difficult. I didn't understand anybody. I couldn't make any friends. I had a lot of problems with buying things and taking a ticket, a bus ticket, transportation. And I was living in Buenos Aires. So everybody knows that the Argentinians do not speak a very nice Spanish. It's like, hush, 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 hush. Like, so it was very, very difficult for me. However, little by little, it took me 2 or 3 years, no? 2 or 3 years, really. But little by little, I overcame it. I could begin to speak and communicate. So that was a really, and what was great about that, what was the reward for me about that? I could start a business, a school in Peru. Wow, that was great. Like I could make a business in a different country. Why? Because I was able to learn Spanish, Espanol, Castellano, whatever. So I struggled, I had problems, but I didn't give up. I did my work. I paid for courses. I paid for teachers. I bought books and I watched movies in Espanol. What was that one called? Papel de, was it? Casa de Papel in Netflix. It's in Espanol. I didn't change it. I didn't change it from Spanish to English. I kept it in the original voice, in the original language. And this was an advantage. There's another film as well I'm thinking of. What was it called? Pandora's Box. I think it's una película. Español, Pandora's Box. Yeah. But there are less, there are fewer Spanish movies and Spanish songs than English movies and English songs. I think there's more. I don't really like Spanish music, like reggaeton, not really for me. La salsa, not really for me. Solo escucha corazón, corazón, and yeah. Amor, amor, corazón. It's like, nah, not for me. But and maybe for you, maybe it's the same for you. Maybe you don't like English music. That's okay. But if you're going to watch Netflix, then do it in English. It's going to help you. It's going to advance you. Yeah? You agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to help. Every little helps. Like I said at the beginning, we went back to my page, the VIP English group. It's all about the commitment. It's all about the consistency. That's where you're gonna get the results here. If you just do a little bit, not a lot, but every day, you're going to be a lot better. Okay. Maths. So it's up to you guys. Okay, so si pueden, hazlo. Oh shit, tengo que sacar. Oh, sorry. I got to take off her number. That's not good. Eso no puede ser. Okay, no voy a publicar sus números si me lo mandan. Eso voy a cambiar. Let's just change that now. Okay, guys, but anyway, that's pretty much my motivation. Like I said, please do it, Aslo. Do that little presentation. Talk about yourself. 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, yeah? The more you give, the more I can give you. And the beneficio is una clase gratuita conmigo. It's a free class with me, right? And we can talk about what you need to, I can help you more specifically to give you more confidence, maybe give you more vocabulary or whatever you need. I can help you personally, okay? But if you don't do the work, then I'm not gonna help you. You've got to do the work. And that shows to me that you're a leader. You are somebody who's leading the way forward. You're learning, so you're going to be able to help other people in the long term. And we all want to live in a happy society, right? We want to live in a good world. Right, anything else? I gotta take that. I gotta take this down. No puede ser con su número. Yeah. Okay, guys. What else? Do you want to have the last 10 minutes to talk to each other and practice? Now you've listened to me for more than an hour and a half. Now, do you feel more comfortable about speaking? Do you want to do it, or should we just end the class now? Or this is your time to ask me a question, Ben. Ben, no entendí eso. ¿Quiere que repasemos eso? What do you say? Any feedback for me as well? Ben, no me gusta tu clase, es muy aburrido. Or yeah, está bien, Ben. Thank you. Okay.
Ben, sorry. It's about how we continue the course, I understood that we need to go to Ben study web page
Mhm.
and finish the course 21 grammar tournament. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, the
And
21.
also each Friday we have these online classes, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so-
And yeah, sorry. And the other thing is that we can have an extra class, 20 minutes extra class, if we send you a video
yeah.
talking English, right?
Yeah, if you send me a video with you speaking in English, I will analyze it and I will put it online and send it back to you. And also, I will commit to you to give you 20 minutes of a private one-on-one class. Okay, because again, that's my job, is to motivate you and to teach you skills. I'm trying to improve your English, you know. Let me just show you my screen again, so you kind of you know, you can talk about your job, you can talk about anything you want to. I was just giving you an idea. It's quite nice to talk about your struggles, like things that you've had problems with and how you've been able to overcome them. I mean, that's telling a story, and people like stories. So that's a really powerful way to persuade people, to make people your friends, is to tell them your story. You know what I mean? Like, you have a good story to tell. Everybody has a good story, but you need to find the story and basically sell that story. You know, and I think it would be interesting for me to know about your story, about from starting English from zero to now speaking to me, having a conversation, right? That's really interesting for me to listen to. How I learned English, right? Okay, so like I'm saying, my job is to teach you skills, okay? This is like el 21 días. I'm teaching you English. I'm teaching you basically what is the grammar in English. Quite simple. I'm making it in a nice, simple way, clear, okay? Structured, simple, okay? That's one aspect of English. If you look at my courses here, you can see the behind it. I have a lot of, so you have the VIP coaching, of course. If you want my personal attention, then do the work and I will help you, right? I want to help the people who are working. I want to motivate you, but you can see here I have quite a few courses. We have the basic one, we have the 21-day grammar challenge. So that's complete all the grammar, all the foundational grammar. There's a lot of specific advanced pieces of grammar, but that's not really, you don't need to focus on that. You just need to focus on the foundations. Business English and the Teaching English course. And I'm now doing the pronunciation one. So, and the exam preparation course. So, but these courses are like I'm going to show you one of my courses. Like, let me show you like one of the courses that I bought, okay? Because I buy courses too. I want to learn. I want to improve my abilities. One of those abilities is I want to have more patience. I want to have a better control of my mind. So I purchased this course. Now, okay, where am I? Only 10%. Okay, so, but I don't need to finish this tomorrow. I can do it in my own time. It's not like I'm rushing. But at the end of it, I have a new skill. The skill is QiGong. That's the new skill. En cuánto tiempo, in how long it takes me to do it, well, todos aprendemos de diferentes formas. So the beauty of the online course is that I do it when I want to do it, when I feel like doing it, when I'm motivated to do it, not because I have to do it. So you see here, I've done da, 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 da. but I still have to do da, 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 you know what I mean? I still have to finish this. Let's have a look. Very simple. It's just videos, right? Learning the movements of QiGong. Does anyone know what QiGong is? QiGong. Let's have a look. You can learn something too. Life Awareness Project. When I finish it, I complete it. But the point is, this is what I will learn. And I will have
We'll be
this.
starting the session with a gentle warm-up. Take a little moment to center your awareness. You can bring the hands against the heart center. A couple of nice deep breaths.
Yeah, let's just.
And slowly bring the hands down as you breathe out. Breathe in, rotate the hands, bring them up, lean the body back. And again, up, breathe out, put the hands down, push the wrist back. And keep doing this for 3 more breaths. Gently opening up the joints in the body. Breathing system.
Okay, you see that? Have you seen something like that before? No, I haven't seen that before, but that's why I'm learning. I'm learning the new skills that I need to become. Basically, like, this is good for the body, right? You're moving the body, and if your body is happy, then you are happy. Like, that's the basic, simplistic thing. So you're moving everything. And yeah, this is going to help me become a more, this is going to help my standing position. You keep up. This is going to help my body to be more relaxed. If I am more relaxed, then I will make better decisions in my life. I will have a clearer mind. So I need to learn new skills in order to take on more responsibility, basically. Like, if I'm going to have a big company, then I need to be relaxed. If I'm stressed and I can't control it, then I'm not the right person to do it. So do you see what I mean? I'm trying to teach you skills. I mean, in my case, it's English. I'm not teaching you QiGong. I'm teaching you English. I'm teaching you paso por paso, yeah? Bit by bit, everything you need to know, structures. If we're gonna do speaking, so we're gonna look at the pronunciation. I think that's very important. And I'm hoping that I'm gonna give you the abilities with my courses. Now, what do we do in the live classes like this, like now? Well, I'm trying to teach you something new every week. I'm trying to teach you something new, and I'm trying to motivate you. That's it. But the course, you can do it when you want, how you want, whenever you want. That's up to you. We will check your work. You need to do the work, and we'll put it online, and it's either me or Noelia, one of the team, is going to check it. So to keep you motivated, we want to show that we care about you as well. It's very important that you are motivated. So yeah, that's why we have not just the course, like the online course, because you can do that when you want, and maybe in 6 meses, in 6 months, oh, I forgot, what's the past, I haven't practiced it. Siempre vas a tenerlo, yeah? You are my students, so I want you to succeed. If you succeed, and then, you know, that's great for me, that's perfect. So the curso de 21 días is a reto. It's the idea is a challenge for you to get into the idea of practicing every day. 20 minutes, 30 minutes of English every day. That's the challenge. The challenge is to improve yourself, to learn something new. But in the classes with Vivo, you got my face, you got me. Hey, it's me. So you got me to ask you questions. Hey, Ben, I don't understand this. Ayúdame con eso. Fine, perfect, let's do it. Obviously, some people are more timid and don't want to talk, and that's fine. I can't make people speak. But I can help you to find ways to practice. I can give you the tools, the tips to make sure that you do get the success. You want success. You want success. And I want success for you. So is that cool? Like, you see a little bit of my life and how I think and how I'm trying to help me, like by taking courses. But in mi QiGong course, no tengo el profesor para con quien hablar. No tengo esa opción tampoco para decirme, ¿está bien si estoy haciéndolo bien así o así? No tengo eso. I don't have that. But you guys have that, this opportunity with me every Friday. Be like, Ben, I want your help with this. And I will help you. That's it. End of speech.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Ben.
Yeah. So like I said, join the Facebook group, do the course, and just be excited to see me on Friday to kind of motivate you and to keep you going, right? Motivation is not forever. Motivation goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. And I'm here to go, I want you to think like, this is so cool. I get to see Ben every Friday and he's going to help me get to where I want to be in life. And that, I think that's worth paying for, because that is like having somebody push you is what everyone needs. Sometimes everybody needs that perspective. Even me, I need somebody to push me so I can push you. You know what I mean? That's life. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I got it.
You got it. Fantastic, mate.
Vamos. No.
Right, you got Gisela and dogs. The dogs are attacking Gisela. And that's it, guys. That's 2 hours tonight. That was quite a long session. So yeah, a lot of vocabulary, a lot of listening, guys. You are listening, so you are practicing. Even if you're not speaking, you are listening to me. And that is practice. Don't worry about it. Do the video and you'll have a one-on-one session with me. That's even better. But you got to do the work. If you don't do the work, I ain't gonna help you. All right, that's the deal. And on that bombshell, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week. Keep learning, guys. Keep a little bit, just a little bit every day. That's all you need. You will figure it out. You will understand it eventually. That will happen. But it's up to you to make that step in the right direction. All right, guys. So yeah, Savin. Yeah, you guys know. Make a video, guys. Make a video. Join the VIP group. Talk about yourself, or talk about how you learn English. Talk about your struggles if you want. And I'm going to help you if you do that for me. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank
Bye.
you, teacher. I learned a lot of things today. Bye.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Take care. Okay.
Bye, teacher.
Okay. Thank
See
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Goodbye.